And welcome back to Grim Dawn, you guys. So we are back at it again, and let's take a look at our quests we got here. We have to secure the portal at Burrwitch Village. We have to slay Belross the Malformed. We have to slay Hagra the Tormented. Sound like a fine bunch. The Lost Caravan. Oh yeah. So we got to speak to this Luther Graves guy. We rescued him, if you remember from the last episode. He was trapped in a cage. That Slith camp, I believe. Okay, so we are friendly with Devil's Crossing. That's reputation talk. Excuse me, that's good news. And he's a new merchant now,
See
so
anything you like?
he sells stuff.
Put it to good use.
Then we have to find Kasparov's apprentice in the cellars beneath the Burrwitch Estates. That might be the next episode because it's a ways away. Speak to Angram and the Burrwitch outskirts. We're going to do that today for sure. So let's get going. So you'll recall that we left off at this right here. We talked to this guy and he's like, rescue this blacksmith. We're like, okay. So let's do that. This is a very pretty area of Act 1. We got some new enemies now. The Grobbles. Now the trick is with these Grobbles is to find the healer and kill him as quickly as possible. Because he will heal everybody that's damaged, including hero enemies, and it's a real pain in the asshole. They all kind of look the same, so you gotta... Alright, I don't see any healers. But just you wait. There's gonna be plenty of these guys in the rest of this portion of the map. Now before we find the blacksmith, we're gonna do a little adventuring here. This is a little secret area, kind of secret, I guess. Maybe not. But we're going to clear out a cultist lair if we can find the key. So here we have some cultists, the Cult of Cthon, and they have a chance of dropping a key to this hideout here. And I'm really hoping they do it so we can, you know, so we can take it on. I mean, I can always farm for it off camera, which I'll probably end up doing because I have bad luck. And of course, they're doing like vitality and chaos damage, and I have none of that resistance, basically. Somebody's throwing down Sigil of Consumption. It's a fun skill. Oh my god, I better put down a Rift Gate. Stop throwing your pink balls at me.
Can't do that yet.
This is more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Is there a hero enemy back there? There is. I can see him. He's the problem. This is really interesting how hard this is. Usually I kind of just waltz my way through, but it's not happening right now. Ow! My constitution sucks right now. I am almost dead. Retreat. What happened? They all just disappear? Oh, they're running for me, of course. Either that or they have a very bad memory. Just too stubborn to run away for good. The sigil.
I can't do that yet. Can't do that yet.
Oh, there it is. Strange key. Better pick it up fast. Alright, I've had enough of your fire nonsense. Very hard for some reason. Well, let me see my resistances here. My chaos. I actually do have some chaos resist. I don't know. I think veteran difficulty is just more difficult. I'm guessing. I don't know. Probably wait till I'm like, I don't know, level 22 or something like that before I actually go in here. My point of coming in here right now in this area was just to see if I could get this key that I just got. Wow, there are a lot of these guys here. Okay, so see this door? There's a secret cultist lair down there with a special unique boss. What's his name? Salazar. There's just some loot and you get good XP in there. The enemies are pretty tough. They're like level 25-ish. Put you there. It's funny, I actually remember where all these little treasure chests are. I've played this so many times. Because I'm too lazy to walk, I'll just go right back to the Rift Gate. This is just the way I do things. Then I go after the Blacksmith quest. See some auras up there. That probably means there's a hero or two. Yep. Oh god. Can't wait to use that Falcon's Claw very, very soon. My single target damage just isn't really very strong right now. That's another really annoying thing. When you kill a hero and that vital essence just pops on you before you fully, your health is regenerated, it's just kind of a waste. Oh, the electrified, great. He's probably resistant to electricity. He seems to be going down. So far it's been pretty interesting here early on in the Burrwitch outskirts. grovels. Alright, I hear healing going on. Where? Oh, there you are. Oh, there's a hero. I didn't even see this guy.
I can't do that yet.
Arbuckle the Shank. Okay. I'm really kind of debating like how many points I should put into the like two-handed melee mastery up here just to help myself out with you know, these two-handed weapons. This will definitely help brute force. But I'm 1 point away from maxing out Primal Strike, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do that right now. Good. Okay, so Ingram's over here. He's our quest guy.
Move along now, stranger.
I always side with the other guy because the other guy, the other blacksmith has like elemental resist on the stuff that you craft. I'll see if I can explain that here in a second. So this is the blacksmith we want. I want Duncan. I always go with this guy. He's going to be a very important NPC in this game, or at least for a while. So we can craft items using this guy. And one thing I definitely need pretty soon is a badge, or like a medal. Yeah. So let's craft a ribbon. It's not too bad. For level 16. Okay,
Go on
so
now.
we've solved that quest. For some reason, the Burrwitch outskirts are my favorite area of Act 1. I don't know. I don't know why exactly. There you are. Now wait a minute. This isn't what I think it is it? So there's another secret cave with a very, very difficult boss. We'll see if this is it. Pretty sure it is. We may not be in here for very long. Yep, this is it. Dangerous domain. I'm going to see if I can even do any damage to this guy. Gutworm the Man-Eater is this guy's name. So, yeah. He's level 22. We'll come back for that. It'll be instant death, so. I'm just kind of surprised I found this thing right away. So this cave can spawn 3 different separate locations on this area of the map. It's kind of hard to show you now, but I'll just have to try to remember that that's where it's at. Oh, there's another hero up there. Oh my god. Now I see why they call you the Flame Eater. Ooh, there we go. Two-handed ranged. Nice. With lightning damage. Oh, this is perfect. Now, Primal Strike does work ranged, right? Yes, it does. Cool. I don't know if I don't think I've ever actually done this before. I have to be level 18. Let's get our Wisp in a Jar going. That's the cool thing about Primal Strike is, you can use, I can do some range damage and not have to like tank myself and just be swarmed by enemies all the time. I see you over there. Oh, I can't see. Stop spitting at me. Stupid spiders. I do know that there's a cave up here that has another devotion shrine, so we'll have to remember that. I think it's right here. Yep, a burial cave. Swarming with ethereals. I know there's like 2 entrances to this place. I usually never come in this way, so I actually... the thing's right here. Sometimes the enemies rise up from the ground right here, but I'm not doing it this time. Okay, if you guys don't mind, I'll just award that devotion point to myself. Okay, we got one more devotion point and we can use Tsunami, so that'll be cool. See a hero back there. You're driving me nuts. Kind of reminds me, this guy's, it says he's electrified. I assume he's like got resistance to lightning damage, which means I'm gonna have to find some way of resistance reduction in this game. Treads of haste. Very nice. So to finish my thought, because that guy was taking a long time to kill, there is a devotion down here called Elemental Storm that has, 12 reduced target elemental resistances for 2 seconds, and you can attach this skill to one of your skills. That's kind of my plan. My plan right now is to get Tsunami, and then let's see, that'll give me 5 primordial points, and because I want to get up here to where's the lightning one? Alright, I'm like hallucinating from looking at this thing. It's just... Where is it? Here it is. Okay. We'll worry about that later. Could spend all night looking at that devotion map. See. I'm not going to worry about that last bit over there. Whoa. Aether Warp Totem. That's scary. Okay, well, let's clear this out first. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I'd like to take one of you guys on a time, if that's possible. But you're throwing poison and aether bombs. Alright, so I can just take this guy out quick. Rare heavy chest armor. That actually looks pretty good. That's got some elemental resistances. I think this is good too. Oh, I can't use this crossbow because my my cunning is too low. Well, I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, I picked up another item from my stash. It's called Attuned Lodestone, and it's used in amulets and metals. I'm going to put this in my ribbon. It'll give us this cool static charge, 20% chance when hit, and it's got some crit damage, so that's good. I'm going to put a cracked lodestone on this, and we're going to try some ranged. How do I get out of here? Like I said, I usually go in that cave from the other entrance. This is the first time I've ever went in the other way. Oh, that's cool. I know I'm kind of going backwards, but I like to clear most of the map, as I've mentioned before. That's definitely fun. Using Primal Strike from a distance is cool. Not so good though when everything just teams up on me at once. That's why I'm still gonna be using Lightning Nova for a while. see too many mosquito heroes. It's a very weird sentence. Poison damage. Another hero? Wow. I guess I leveled up again and didn't even know it. What's up with all these lightning heroes I'm having to take out in this episode? Okay, let's level up. Well, I can use Storm Surge now. Put a couple points into you. And a point into Brute Force. Wait a minute. Okay, it does work with ranged weapons. I was like, wait a minute, I don't know if this will work. But it should. It's a very big area. Okay, so this is another sort of secret area, I guess you could call it. We can't get in right now because we have to blow this thing up with dynamite, but we'll be back later. I just wanted to point that out. Okay, so do I want to go in this way? Burrwitch Village is right up here, the portal, but we got a couple of things we got to do before we go in. I mean, technically you can run in if you want to, but I'm just playing how I like to play, so. Gosh, look at all those status ailments there. Bleeding, attack speed. So anytime you have like a negative status effect, it shows up right here when enemies attack you. And again, those are mitigated by the resistances right here. There's the guy I'm looking for. Hello, Olgrim.
Well, I'll be a living person.
Oh no. Yep, that's me. Okay, so he's a cook, and we're gonna send him back to Devil's Crossing. Another reason why I didn't want to go into Burrwitch Village right away is because we still have this quest here, Flesh and Iron. We gotta kill a couple ethereals. They're over here. I think there's a lore note, yep. I always gotta have all the lore notes. Even though I've read them all like 100,000 times. And I still barely understand the story. This game, the lore is so speculative. There's a lot of open-ended things going on behind the scenes, which makes it kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of, you know, Dark Souls kind of tells stories that way. I don't think there's any more cutscenes in this game other than the intro. I really don't care either way, but... Okay, so our quest guys are up here. These two guys we gotta kill. You know what I could do? There's multiple ways in Burrwitch Village. One of the ways is to sneak underground. And I think I might do it that way. It takes a little longer, but it's kind of cool to do. FPS is dropping quite a bit right now. I don't know why. can't get over there? Oh, that's right. Okay, whatever. So I'm going to take the underground method into Burrwitch Village. This place is called the Flooded Cellar. Ooh, what's that? It's for, the Acolytes cord is for pet builds and stuff. I thought about playing a pet build, actually. Might do that sometime and record it. Another cool thing about this game is opposite enemy factions actually fight each other. Whoa. Ancient Savage Totem. I would have missed out on this had I not gone in here. Oh god. These guys. Never seen this dude. Heretic's Tome. That's a pretty good offhand. Well, that's gonna replace what I'm using now. The elemental resistance. Oh, now I can't use that. Okay. Point for cunning. We're all good. Oh, there's still more. Wow, I got a manticore eye out of that. Sweet. Level 19. Well, now we can use Falcon's Claw. So that means I'd have to go back to being a melee, but it's worth a try. It's got chain lightning on it, so that's cool. I mean, it does a lot more damage than what we've been using, so it's... Oh, that's cool, too. Stormcaller's Gem. Nice. We are getting lucky with the lightning stuff. You have to be level 4 to use it, but that's okay. Wow, look at all this stuff. Gloves. Oh, gloves with attack speed. We have to try that out. I'm going to be using this, the Thunderstruck Engraved Coat of the Wolf. It's got lightning damage and elemental resist. Cool. Of course, I just used that bristly fur on that thing. What else do we have? Menacing Platinum Band of Frostbite. Okay, we're good. So our gear has changed up quite a bit. Let's level up again. Oh, that's right. Now it's we got points in Primal Strike from Falcon's Claw. Now I am working my way to Stormcaller's pack because look at the stats on that. It's ridiculous. It's a long ways away. I gotta advance this mastery bar. We got 25 points to get here. So I'm gonna put a couple in and just start working these two skills. I really don't know which one to... probably this one. It's electrocute damage. Okay, I just realized that this chain lightning proc, it's got 33% chance on critical attack, so I'm going to have to look for, you know, items and stuff with crit damage, so it'll actually, you know, proc. Or raise my offensive ability, I think. Okay, we're at Burrwitch Village. Let's go secure the portal. Let's get rid of these guys first. Wow, those Furies hurt hard. Okay, here it is. Finally. Night Hunter's chest guard. Might have to think about that later. For now, we're gonna wrap it up, but I do want to do one thing. I want to go into this house up here and grab something. Cultist orders. We'll do this later, but it's tied to that cultist layer that we got the key to. But anyways, we're going back to Devil's Crossing. So we've finally reached Burrwitch Village. Let's go talk to you. Who else do we need to talk to? John Bourbon. we'll deal with you in the next
Perfectly
episode.
safe illusions for a price.
Have you found a rift gate in Burrwitch? What's the situation out there? Good work. While you were gone, I dug through some of the files in this office, and I think we have our target. As you are acutely aware, ethereals can possess humans and bend them to their will. I always had my suspicions, but now I have little doubt. The former warden of this prison is possessed. Well before the Grim Dawn, in fact. There have been countless holes in the prison records, prisoners just disappearing, never to be seen again. The warden's personal logs paint a more complete picture. He's been transferring prisoners into a secret facility underneath his mansion in Burrwitch Village for years. What for, I don't know, but I'm sure it wasn't for rehabilitation. There are also several mentions of ethereals and rift gates. I need you to find this man, or whatever he has become. Warden Krieg owned a mansion in the northern district of Burrwitch Village. The logs indicate that his facilities can be reached via the cellar. I'm afraid I don't have more to go on, but if we want to strike back at the ethereal power structure in the region, the warden is our prime target.
Okay, so to complete Act 1, we're going to have to go to Burrwitch Village later and kill the warden. So we'll do that later. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.